You're watching Explore Tulsa.
So I started taking dance classes when I was 3 years old, at Theater Arts actually, and stuck with it always. My parents tried to get me to try other things and try sports, and it was just always dance and musical theater for me.
I started with tap when I was 5. I loved my dad's a drummer, and I loved the percussive nature of it. Then I started with jazz a couple years later. I actually never did ballet until I went to college. Now I look back and wish I had have done ballet. But I did shows, I did musicals, and I sang and was acting the whole time too. So I did a little bit of everything.
I definitely loved being on the stage for the first time and the costumes and all the things that little kids love. But I really loved the environment at Theater Arts too. I loved watching the big kids that did all the really hard things, and I always wanted to be that. And then I wanted to be like my dance teachers, so it was just always a thing that I wanted to progress to the next level. My husband and I we were engaged at the time, but we got to go and perform kind of all over, just doing shows on cruise ships. So we did that for 1 full year, but that was 1 full year of never getting off of a cruise ship except for in port, so it's a lot. And after that, came back and started teaching at Theater Arts and bought it the next year.
I think it's been great. You know, initially we went from being long distance for 3.5, 4 years to working on a ship together. And you learn a lot about each other very quickly. And I think that was really good for us then when we moved back here, because we had been together so much. As far as working on the cruise ship goes, I wouldn't have traded it for the world. It was difficult at times, really not with her, more so not being able to get off the ship so much.
One of the hard things about being on cruise ships as a performer is you can't audition for anything while you're out there, so lining up the next job, unless you want to jump right to another cruise ship, is hard. But one of their main teachers was moving to Texas, and they were in a bind at the last minute looking for someone to teach. And we were planning our wedding and planning to get married in Tulsa, so it worked out well. We were going to come just teach for 8 months and then go back to performing.
But I think that prepared us to be a good team here and to work together 24/7, you know, all the time at Theater Arts.
And then here we are, and we loved the kids, and those kids we fell in love with are graduating this year, which is crazy. They were just little back then. One thing that I really love about Theater Arts is it's more than just another dance studio. We do have a wonderful, wonderful dance program, but we also have musical theater and acting and piano. So for the kids that maybe aren't sure exactly what they want, but know they want to perform, it's a really great place to kind of experiment with all of the performing arts.
I would have lived at a place like this. Singing and dancing and acting and piano and tumbling, music theater. So to see kids come in who have never had the opportunity to do it on a regular basis and this kind of be their home, that's what kind of gets me.
You know, I almost see it more as all the individuals and where they're going than just where the organization is going. And I think we're really fortunate in that we get to take these kids that have a passion for the same thing that we had a passion for when we were little and help them accomplish whatever their goals are. And they're also different.
I like to think of this place as a place where kids can come and they can be themselves and they can learn about all the different performing arts disciplines and find that camaraderie and that friendship.
You know, some of them want to go to New York and want to perform, and some of them want to go do cruise ships, and some of them want to be on the dance team for a college and do POM. But getting to help them all accomplish their goals, it's like a different challenge and a different set of kids every year, and it's really fun to help them get where they want to go.
I love walking through the halls here and hearing like ballet music and hearing, you know, Smokey Joe's Cafe over here, and then hearing, you know, hip hop music from a hip hop class. It's a really special thing to get to walk down here sometimes.